onto your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Stop. What's going on, entertainment? Today I'm coming to y'all with another video. We talking Baddies Midwest episode. Who gives a crap? Okay. Before I get started, make sure I hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. Let me know what y'all think about this video. So the episode opens off with Pretty P getting into it with Dolly. Let me tell y'all something. Didn't I tell you about that bitch Pretty P? I told y'all she feisty like chocolate. My dog Chocolate, just like her, just feisty. They don't know when to stop. You got to put them in timeout constantly. You know, you got to have them to where they don't bother you in certain situations. Like that girl was like, now I wouldn't say that first round, Dolly like got whooped, but Pretty P was hanging in there with her. That second round, Dolly, she whooped you. You literally fell to the floor. I'm sorry. Pretty P won that second round. First round was kind of like a tie. Okay? The girls were sort of living for Pretty P whooping Dolly that second round and winning and hanging in there. And I really think it's because the girls been sort of picking at Pretty P, and now y'all starting to reap the consequences of that because it's giving a little bit of bullying. Because what is this girl really doing that y'all is so bothered about? I just don't get it. It's kind of weird and it doesn't make any sense. And it's really because of Summer, okay? That bitch Summer, it's really her fault. I swear to God. Her and that pink wig mean no good at all. I know Dolly watching this episode mad because all of her ops, aka Tasiki, was getting a good key out of Pretty P getting her. Like she just found huge enjoyment into it. So I wouldn't be surprised if they start going at it at the reunion, okay? Big Ivory goes over there to check on Pretty P. Mind you, during the whole fight, that bitch Dolly had like a whole wedgie. I'm talking about panties was in her ass crack in there. Okay, her panties was getting in there more than she was. I swear to God, I was like, oh, all we see was panties and leather. Okay, and weave. That's all we saw. Thought that whole squabble out of there, Dolly. So Ivory goes over there to Pretty P. She's checking on her. She's like, good job, good job. Y'all know Ivory gonna always tell the girls technique tricks in order to win a squabble. So apparently she told Pretty P to keep swinging with both hands and keep your head up. Just keep going swinging with both hands. Just show boop, 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 boop. Apparently it worked. It really did. So good job, Ivory. Ivory, you really are wasting your talents doing this reality TV when you should be a sparring coach, bitch. That is your calling. Hello. The girl's not going to tell you, but I am. All right? You open you a boxing gym, okay? And you target bitches and baddies that are getting bullied. And you open you a sparring classes and you charge, I don't know how much you want to charge, a session, and you get to the bag. You're wasting your talent since you send out STV. In the meantime, Dolly is in excruciating pain. She like, oh my God, bro, like my head, bro, I need to listen to some music. Like, oh my God. So Summer trying to help her out. She like, come here and get this spray. I'm finna spray this on you. I think this shit is sunscreen, but it may work, darling. Come on. So she's starting to spray it. We're gonna call this segment Country Cousins, because them bitches started like a whole bunch of country cousins arguing back and forth. She starts spraying this big ladder on her. I'm talking about she sprayed it hard like this. She just keeps spraying it on her sheet. And someone like Dolly like, man, get away from me. Someone keep talking, quit talking to me, bruh. Like she was just irritated because she knew Pretty P sort of did her. She knew Pretty P sort of did her, and I think she was kind of embarrassed because it was in front of everybody. I will say this though, I kind of feel bad for Dolly because it's like, if y'all watch the season, she never has had like a head up fight. You get what I'm saying? Like when she fought Tasiki, like the whole drink got thrown in her face. When she fought Emma, it was like on the side type of deal. The only fight she had on like head up tight was her and Pretty P when they fought when they came from the club. Besides that, it's all been sort of like either she's injured with the head or like it's like on the side. When she fought Emma, she was sort of like at an angle because Emma wasn't going for her, she was going for Summer. So, but it's a little bit of karma because you kept picking at Pretty P, and it's like now you got what you got, and she's sitting over there looking like a cute pug, untouched. Okay, I like Pretty P. I don't care what nobody say. I just feel like the internet likes to run with narratives. We know that with the bob, she looks a little bit like Shirley Caesar, but she's sort of improved with this kinky curly wig, and that to me kind of gave her a little bit of power. Okay, and that's how she was able to win that squabble because she transitioned into a new person. So that gave her all of the strength that she needed. You feel me? So it did her, a favor. All right. That damn spray ain't do nothing. Dolly is so crazy. She wanted to fight with them damn with her hand spraying like that. She talking about, man, let me show you something, bruh. Let me show you something. I'm gonna put this on me, bruh. Hurry up, bruh. I'm finna go out there. Pussy that hoe, you still loud. You still get whooped out. Pussy that hoe. Go listen to some years with Emma. Pussy that hoe. I'm like, Dolly. I like Dolly. Okay? You gonna live another day. Today is not your day. Okay? Who used to say that when they eliminate people? Today is not your day. Who used to say that? Who used to say that? Oh, Abby. when that bitch used to eliminate people on her little competition show she had, she said, today is not your day. Dolly, it's not your day. But that bitch Tasiki, she was in that confessionals mocking Dolly, getting a good enjoyment out of it. Y'all know I don't like this Tasiki. Anything she does just irritates the living crap out of me. Like, just like, oh, like you say, like, anyways. So Natalie decides to tell the girls, it's time to go for the booking. Y'all know our campfire did not go the way we expected it to. We didn't roast marshmallows, tell scary stories around the fire. Instead, we just squabbled and beat each other up. Before they go, Natalie says, hey, I need you girls to be able to step it up. Step your cookies up. Step your up in my RuPaul voice, right? So because of this, they start calling out the girls. Scotty's just like, yeah, step it up, Emma. And then Emma's just like, shut up, Scotty. Like, what y'all mean? Like, I be doing everything that y'all be doing. I be turning up. Ivory gonna talk about, okay, do a pussy pop on a handstand or something. Do a handstand or something, right? Do a split, something. So Emma's like, yeah, bet you can't do no split or nothing, Scotty. Scotty get up there and say, boom. When I tell y'all she just hopped into the split, I'm not even surprised. Scotty give me Limbar. Like that bitch been Limbar. How you think she been around for 5 seasons? She didn't get there for nothing. I'm just saying. So Emma, for you to challenge Scotty's flexibility, I don't think that was the right move. You should have challenged her academic skills. I think that would have been a better route. But for you to challenge her flexibility, sexuality, and pussy popping on a handstand, that's the wrong girl. Because Scotty, she gonna be the one to do it. I'm just saying. When I told her, she said, bloop, right into the split. And we get in there, she's like, she hopped into her split. To be honest, the way that they were kind of like jokingly doing that to each other, they don't really have beef like that. This is why, to me, like this season, it's enjoyable, don't get me wrong, but it's like Joss's Cabaret to me, like it's authentic. Emma, you don't really hate Scotty like that. And Scotty, you don't really hate that girl like that because you don't even know her like that. Y'all barely been around each other. Y'all barely in the same house half the time. So it's like they were joking, sort of like fake kicking each other, getting up from the splits. Like it was sort of like, okay, like so contrived. So next thing you know, as the music calms down, Dolly is mad at Lex, but Lex didn't jump into her squabble. And I'm like, wait, what? So apparently Dolly said she had an agreement with Big Legs that if she gets into, I guess, a fight with Pretty P, that Pretty P would get fought by Lex. Like she, I guess, would tag her in because her hand is messed up. But Lex's argument is that Lex called out Summer. Pretty P called out Summer, and Dolly ended up, shooting the fade, right? Which I get that 100%. You know what's so funny? It's Lex arguing. Like, Lex, you can really tell, is a college educated girl. She's like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm standing right there. Do not touch my items. She's so proper. Like, that's the thing with like that's what get me with her. Like, she is too proper. Like, she very much is like a college baddie. Okay, do not touch my items. I worked very hard for my merch. Like, she's yelling at freaking Dolly. She's like, don't touch my stuff. Don't move my stuff. I bet I'll sleep in there comfortably. Okay, which, Dolly, you look stupid doing that. I'm sorry. Like, you shouldn't have like fodder. Regardless, whoever, like, no, like, you knew your hair was messed up. You should have just sat that one out. So Lex didn't owe you to jump in. This isn't WWE, okay? They just need to bring in a big ass like a cage that got the ropes on there, so the girls could just lean against the rope and just start fighting. Every time they about to squabble, just usher in a big ass cage, a WWE cage, and then so they could bump against the rope, and then they could boom and slam it and squabble, because that's what it's given at this point. You got my girl Diamond and Tinka, and now Pretty P was supposed to get fought by Lex because of Dolly's hand. Like, no. Lex's reasoning actually did make sense to me, and I feel like she didn't owe her to do that at all. And I just think that Dolly was so mad and heightened at emotions at the time. That's why she just started taking that out on Lex. Plus that hand, that her finger, oh my, that's a Raven shit. Her finger was in probably an excruciating pain. So she probably tried to take it out on anybody that she could. Okay. Ivory's trying to sip some of the tea, trying to see what's going on. She don't even like Lex, but she just nosy. One thing about that bitch Ivory, she gonna peek the scenery. A bitch like her, you gotta watch out for, because she's like 50 steps ahead of you. I'm telling you. That bitch is like 16 steps ahead of you. That's why they couldn't take her on that TV, because it's like, she's a lot smarter than what people give her credit for. I'm telling y'all. That girl is smart. So she's trying to peek the scenery and see what's really going on. Let's talk confessional looks. That aqua blue that Dolly had. Say what you want about Dolly. I love the way she dresses. A lot of people don't like it, but certain stuff I'll be like, but most of the time, like, I love the way she dresses. That aqua blue with that iridescent top, like, she ate. That confession, I really like it, with the little 3. She was giving very much like Dragon Tail. Like, she looked like a pretty Dragon Tail. Dragon Tail. Not because she had bumps and lumps on her face because of Pretty big, but because of her hair. Like, she really looked good in that confessional. The girls are getting ready to go out to the club. We see that Scotty's getting ready in Diamond's room. She says she loves Diamond energy and vibe. And I'm like, just the thing with Scotty, like, I don't like the way Scotty is sometimes, because she kind of goes where the wind blows. Like, you're only saying that now because you saw that she's like a fan favorite. But last season, it was she's annoying, clout chaser, etc. I'm just saying. Like, it's like, that's why I don't like with some of the baddies. It's like the internet kind of controls how they move, and I don't like that. That's just how I am. It's like, but that bitch Jayla, you can't tell her she's not on America's Next Top Model cycle 6 for season 6, because this is her getting ready. All white, of course. I'm like, bitch, who you smizing at? Like, Jayla gonna always give us like the utmost. She looks good, of course, in all that white. Somebody said, how that bitch wear all white and not get stains on it? You know that damn Jayla carries that orange pen everywhere she goes. I forget the brand name, but y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. The thing that takes the white stains out of white clothes. Okay, you know she carries it. So they get on the bus, and Ivory is still playing producer because she starts asking Lex, like, hey, what's up? Like, what happened? Like, why was you so mad? So Lex explains what happened and basically said, oh, the reason why I fight Pretty P is because she didn't try to fight Dolly at first. She tried to fight Summer, and Pretty P's no competition. She's no comp. Ivory gonna talk about, so Pretty P, she said, you know, competition. What's up with that? And I'm like, listen, Ivory, Zeus better be paying you a good coin because you are storyline producer with no credit, no shade. You putting in more work than Rolly big ass. Like, what the hell? You hear me? So Pretty P keeps it cute though. Y'all know Pretty P don't get started until somebody really gets at her. So she's like, with her new long wig. So as she's trying to instigate, I kind of peeped something. Tinka kind of shut Ivory up. And yes, I'm being messy. Tinka was like, oh, she because Ivory was saying, like, oh, was it easy, I guess, to like whoop her or something like that? And then I heard Tinka talking about, oh no, she not here. So girl, bye, like, be quiet. Baddie, shot a clock. So they all baddie, shot a clock. And they kind of surpassed that whole situation. They get to the club, they still in Ohio. You know, that's Big Lex's city. Big Lex gets on the mic, and y'all, I tell y'all, she's so damn proper. Akron, Ohio, we getting litty, period. It didn't even sound right. I like Lex, don't get me wrong. I'm just picking at her. But it was just funny the way she sounded. She's like, we get turned up, it's my city, period. Okay? So she's getting on the mic. Natalie's just like, Jaden, I heard it's your birthday. Jaden, it still don't look like it's your birthday. Bitch, Biggie got you in that way. Because it still don't look like it's your birthday. I'm sorry. Jaden to me was like a bad casting decision. It has nothing to do with Biggie or none of that. It's just like they're talking about who's bringing what and who doesn't deserve to be there, et cetera, et cetera. But like, if we really want to be honest, Jaden shouldn't be there. She barely talks in scenes. In her confessional, she's high as hell. Like, Jaden's casting was just a favor for Blueface to put money in Jaden's pocket because that's his baby mom's. He in jail. He gonna be out soon. She need to get her bread up. I ain't mad at it, but I'm just saying, like, if we really want to be technical, that's somebody that could really go. I'm just saying. If Biggie gotta go, she gotta go with her. That's just how I feel. So the girls end up getting turning up in the club, and Big Ivory decides to grab the mic, talking about it. This is my city, Big Ivory. And she got the merch to match. Shout out to Ivory, bitch. I heard she been selling out them merch and them pink t-shirts like hotcakes. Okay? I'm just saying, like her or not, congrats to her for doing that. And Lex already feels away because Ohio, Akron, Ohio, Cleveland, all of those cities in Ohio, those are her cities. So she felt like Ivory was kind of throwing shots at her, which Ivory, you were. Like, shut up. Ivory's so funny. You weren't trying to be funny. I don't care because you can still say, yeah, it's Big Ivory. This is my show. This my city. Come on. Ivory, you know damn well you ain't been nowhere out of South Central. Okay? In Vegas. Stop it. Talking about Ohio, your city. Like, you was trying to get on that girl's nerves and it worked. And it was funny to me. Okay? Ivory also displayed a new confessional look. We're going to call this the Rainbow Lobster. Okay? She had the lobster chains down the top, and then the pink and the blonde and the blue. Okay? And not blue, the blue on the hair. I wasn't the biggest fan of the fit, but the hair looked nice. So I got to give her like a 5 out of 10 for the confessional look. So it's the next day after the club appearance, and then we see Dolly in the same room as Lex. Apparently, she didn't complete her move-out mission because the day before she would say she was going to kick her out of there. She was going to sleep in there. So Dolly just like, I'm going to stay still. I'm not trying to hurt none of the bad. I'm not trying to hurt myself. I'm trying to hurt some of the baddies. Like, I just got to stay still. She looking like Storm. Like, shout out to that damn Dolly. Like, that bitch gonna keep a new wig. That's one thing about that girl. Like, she gonna keep a new wig on top of her head. Okay? No, we haven't seen her repeat not an iota of a wig the whole season yet. She's telling Lex that she feels as if like she needs to calm down, wait till her hand heals, and then she's gonna start trying to squabble more of the girls and stuff. I just feel like you need to get your round in with Tinka and Tasiki. The reason why is because Tinka threw that drink in your eye. Are we just forgetting that? Like, she literally soaked your eye before you fought Tasiki. So those are the two you need to focus on. Stop trying to fight Summer's battles. That's where Dolly is losing me. So we see Biggie and Rolly go and meet Diamond in her room, check up on her. She's over there drinking Henny, and then we get this confessional look by Biggie. We're gonna call it the Mermaid Man turn baddie. I'm not a huge fan of the wig, but I don't mind the wig. I think the wig looks not, it's not too bad. You feel me? But the outfit is crazy. Okay? You look like you were supposed to be a part of like an alt concert and it got canceled. So you went and did your confessionals. No. The outfit just doesn't make no type of sense. And the Yo Tatas was out, and I had to blur it and put a coverage on it and promo Baddies West and Baddies Gone Wild due to YouTube purposes. What were you thinking, Biggie? It didn't even look like she had pasties on. Don't ever do that again, Biggie. This is my last warning. Let me tell y'all gotta stop letting some of these stylists set y'all up like this, because it's not fair to you. It's really not, Biggie. I mean, come on. This would have eaten with like just the hair, like a cute, simple black top or something like that, or something like a she-go type of top where like a green and black so it could go with the wig. But instead, you decided to go to a motorsport. Motorsport mixed with rock. It don't go. So after the girls sort of catch up or whatever, Tinka ended up catching up with Ivory, and they're outside of the bus, and now it's time for eliminations, okay? Survivor style. Natalie, you might as well just give all the girls like a notepad and make them write down a name and read the votes. Because at this point, this is a competition reality show. And bitch, you ain't got shit on Big Brother. Like, it's just like, what are you doing? Anyways, so the girls that are OGs that are in the house with the newbies, Natalie asked them, what does she think about them and why, who needs to go home out of the newbies? So Diamond first says that she think Akbar need to go home because she spits. I will say this about Akbar. The things was off about this season. We're not seeing a lot of the girls intermingle. Like, I feel like I haven't seen Akbar like really in a house. Am I like, I don't know if I'm not remembering, but I don't see her like interacting really with the other girls like around the house type stuff. Besides that one time we seen her in that scene when Big Lex and Ivory fought. That was around really that time. And then she says, if not her, then she feels like Emma should go home. Tinka felt like Emma should go home because she has stuff going on at home that's affecting how she acting. Apparently something was going on with Emma's dad. And that's what she had going back home. Now Biggie was just like, bro, but I feel like Jasmine, because like I feel like she don't really be supporting the baddies when we be outside. And the way Anna defended her so quick, she's like, no, she be right by us and stuff. Jasmine threw shade and she said, I don't want to be next to you, Biggie, because you be moving around. I don't want to get knocked over. She just called you a big bitch, Biggie, and you didn't even have a rebuttal. You see what I'm saying? Like, she called you a big bitch in more of the ways than one. Okay? Because she said she want to get knocked over. The girls be disrespecting Biggie like out of left field, and it just be so crazy. Okay? So I guess she feels like because she don't like turn up enough, that's why she thinks that, you know, she needs to like go home and stuff. So Lex asked Ivory if she was being funny about the "This is my city"
Apparently Ivory said she was drunk. I don't really believe her. I feel like she was just saying that just to kind of not look like she was trying to be funny and be shady. But I think in a moment she was trying to key and try to get a rise out of Lex, but she didn't think Lex was going to catch on to what she was doing. So after she asked her that, Ivory starts getting mad. I thought Ivory was going to put down that blanket and start fighting her, but they didn't. Next thing you know, Albar's like, can we argue about this in Chicago? Her and Jaden go and take like a private ticket to Chicago, which by the way, it's like, it blows me how some of the people on the cast will get special treatment and put in no work, Jaden. Like, it's just like, it don't make sense to me. Like, I'm watching it like, how did she get this and that? Like, what work did she put in? You feel me? So Natalie picks some of the girls to go on the PJ with her, and she calls out most of the OGs and didn't include Biggie. But then after one of the girls is like, oh, Biggie, don't forget Biggie. That's when she sort of like, oh yeah, and Biggie. You wasn't gonna invite her. And it's okay. Okay? Natalie, we know you don't like Biggie. You ain't gotta keep faking it, Natalie. Okay? We all know. My thing is with Biggie though, it's like you try so hard to like have Natalie have you fit in. Like you should be doing the complete opposite. Like you should be saying, you Natalie, the fans will love you if you did that. But you still try, couple seasons later, still try to earn her acceptance and love. That bitch don't love you. Okay? She just don't. So the girls get on the bus. Ivory starts tripping. Like Ivory starts basically indirectly shading Lex. She's like, oh, bitches would act like, they not really on that type of timing. If you really on that and if you want to fade, just call me out for a fade. You ain't gotta act like you want to fade, but they don't want to fade me. Indirectly, basically calling out freaking Lex without saying her name, which I never really see Ivory do. So it kind of gagged me because she's usually more direct than that. Like she would be like, you bitch, Lex. Like she didn't say that. So Lex didn't really speak up because it was a directness. So I'm like, ew, okay. I'm talking about she was in close proximity to her, talking to everybody. Ivory, she starts popping her age, talking about it. This ain't her first rodeo, and this not the first time she had cameras in her face. I'm like, okay. She's trying to basically show that she got seniority because of that now that's TV. So then they start talking about like roller coasters. And then they talk, some of the girls say they like roller coasters because it's fast. Here comes Summer. After Jasmine say, yeah, I love roller coasters too. It's so fast and it's thrilling. She's like, yeah, for a slow bitch. Summer is like a kid at this point. Y'all know that little girl, that little boy who used to just pick at you at the playground, and until you slap the dog shit out of them, they never gonna leave you alone. That's what Summer give. And I'm mad at Jasmine because I just feel like Jasmine just needs to give Summer one quick swift kick in the ass, and then she gonna leave her alone. That's what Summer needs. She need a good ass whooping. And Jasmine hasn't really whooped the out of her, so that's why she being bold like that. You see how Summer don't mess with Ivory because she knows she could beat her ass. She pulled off her wig and everything. You see what I'm saying? That's why Summer feels bold enough to do what she does. Did y'all clock that tea when they were saying who should go home? And Adam said, well, Summer, you do have kind of like an alcohol issue. I said, ooh, we ain't never heard about that. Maybe that's why she keeps doing what she's doing. I don't know. Okay? But Jasmine just gets frustrated because she's like, oh my God, like, this is why I don't like argue with you because now I'm starting to feel slow. Summer hits us with a Tina Turner joke. No shade, I didn't get the joke either. I was like, wait, what? You do Tina? Because that's different. I'm like, no wonder you act like that, Summer. You do Tina. Okay, all makes sense. But nah, she was trying to make a Tina Turner joke, which in my opinion felt a little bit flat because I didn't see, I don't know. I just didn't get it. I didn't get it. I felt like Jasmine at that point. Like, I felt a little bit slow because I'm like, Tina. Like, we finally got a baddie to me on camera that, they use. Okay, but nah, she was talking about something else. Okay, I thought you was talking about that you party with a hard T. Okay, now they get to the PJ and the girls are going back and forth on the PJ about who they think is going to go home because Natalie said, between Emma and Jasmine, one of the girlies, gotta go. So we find out on the PJ, which we've found out already on this channel because I talked about it on the Zeus Town Hall before, that Emma's dad, I guess at the time, was dealing with cancer. So some of the girls were sort of feeling bad, and they feel as if she should she should stay just because she's dealing with that whole situation, and it'll kind of take her mind off of it to make her feel better. I just feel like the reason why I would send home Jasmine versus Emma, I just feel like when it comes to Jasmine, she's letting Summer play with her too much. Like, she really is. She's letting Summer play with her way too freaking much. And it's like, that's why I like Emma, because although her finger is messed up, she wasn't playing no games with Summer. Like, she was not playing games with her. And I feel like Jasmine lets her slide too much. And it's because of everything that was happening off camera, with Summer being so nice to her off camera. And then when the cameras come on, turns to be a bitch, which I kind of feel bad for Jasmine, because I don't think she's getting a fair shot in becoming a baddie because of freaking Summer. So that's why I would send her home. Okay. And I will say that whole Emma situation and her feeling away with her dad stuff, I just feel like it's the same thing with Biggie. If we're gonna send home Emma, send home Biggie too, because she's still really grieving, if we're gonna be honest. By the way, did Capri get a sister? Because did she get her own baddie sister? Because who the hell dog is that? That did not look like Capri. It's either that or Capri got a haircut. Because that dog looked a little too big to look like Capri. Are we just bringing other bitches to the damn cast? Now they bringing felines. That's crazy. Lemmy got a budget. I tell you that much. So they get to the house, and most of the OG baddies arrive before the newbies do. So they switch the names around because each of the doors had names assigned to who gets to a room with who, and they put Ivory name with Lex. This is how I feel. I don't think it was that big of a deal, and I'm disappointed in Natalie. I'm disappointed in you because you are the grand dame, bitch. That's like somebody getting mad at Jocelyn for doing something. The nerve of you, bitch. The way Jocelyn would slap fire in a girl's mouth and cuss her out for ever getting upset or thinking that she could threaten them. Natalie, you need to buck up at these girls. I'll tell you that much. You done busted your back to get them this platform, broke your damn chin over in order to get them all this money every year on this damn show. It is Lemmy Pepper's platform, don't get me wrong, but Natalie, you finessed your way onto it. So technically, it's your doing. I don't care. You gonna let this young bitch Ivory, let that be Jocelyn. I'm telling you, it would have been a whole different situation. Jocelyn may not have fought Ivory, but she would have got a couple bitches to hop on her. I'll tell you that much. Because it's like, girl, I could do what I want. You're new. You would have thought that they took Ivory's stuff and they threw it on the floor, or like they ruined her stuff. All they did was play a prank. I'm sorry. I don't feel that it's that big of a deal for Ivory to be so upset about it. Don't get me wrong. It is messy. And I could see how she could feel a little bit of ways. But for her to be so angry about it, to me, it's like, this is why sometimes I can't deal with Ivory, because she's like, she takes it to the utmost level, which it doesn't need to go. I get if you want to fight, let's say, Tasiki, or if you want to fight Biggie or Anna over or some shit, but to try to get mad and low-key threaten Natalie on the internet and stuff is crazy to me. Like, you going down the same path as ET, and look at her. She's groveling to get back on that show. You might not want to do that. I'm just telling you. Like, I just don't think it's smart. Like, you got to play a little strategic here, Bookie Butt, and fighting Natalie ain't gonna go the way you think it's gonna go. I'm just saying. So they switch the names around. She gets in there. Lex hops in the bed. Lex says the words that I feel like triggered Ivory. She said, "This my shit." Girl, all Ivory saw was Ferrari, flashbacks of Ferrari. She said, "Oh my God." That triggered the hell out of her. I think that's the main reason why she ended up fighting Lex. Lex is sleeping in the bed. She's hanging in there. Diamond just like, "Oh, I'm going to go find my room." Right? So she gets up out of there. All the girls are like, "Ooh, what's going to happen?" So Lex is, "I'm not leaving rooms." So Jayla goes up there. Jayla's just like, "Oh, like, it was just, a prank, Ivory. Pranks are made to have fun. Pranks are made for girls to bond and be able to, have equal ground in making connections." Like, you know how she does with her speeches. I'm glad Ivory told her, girl, shut up. I was like, finally. Cause you know that damn Jayla's so damn long-winded, girl. Like, shut up, girl. You talk too much. Her freaking statement turns into a soliloquy every freaking time. So I kind of keyed when Ivory kind of shut her down, like, girl, shut your mouth. Okay, you talk too much. Which I'm glad she did. Anyways, after that happens, next thing you know, Lex sort of kind of, mind you, Natalie's just quiet. Anna Mac even takes the blame for moving the stuff around. But Natalie, quiet as a church mouse. Natalie, this would have been your time to step up, like, okay, Ivory, I know you're mad, but it's a prank. Okay, Lex, get up out of there. It's not your room. Boom. Right there. Or if y'all want to fight over it, oh well. That's my whole thing. Like, why are you scared of her? Even if she hit you, right, it would have hurt. Don't get me wrong, because you know that bitch Ivory's she's a man. It would have hurt, but you could have got her up out of there. At the end of the day, this is your platform. Pure point blank. It's your platform, Natalie. Don't let these girls punk you. Like that's like somebody come up on my YouTube channel and telling me what to say and do. Bitch, you got me messed up. This is mine. You better get out my face. That's what you're gonna do. Like, I don't know. I don't get it. I just don't get Natalie for that. Her Ivory get the tussling. That damn Ivory, don't play with her bed in her room, because she was knocking the Mario coins out of Lex's head. That bit Ivory had Lex like a rock star. Her head was jumping all over. I told you, baby. Oh, baby, I'm a rock star. Oh, baby, I'm a. Okay, had her like a rock star. I gagged. I really did. The episode sort of is off there. Shout out to Anna Mac for not being scary and speaking up. I know she gets a lot of flack, but for her to really kind of own up to it, was she kind of had a little bit to do with it, but Natalie was the main one who really like took the names and moved it. So shout out to her for that. She gets my 10s for that. Let me know what y'all think down below about this whole situation, and we're out, babies.
No personal thing.